Hey guys, thank you for watching my video again. So tonight I'm going to come to you with a simple how-to instructional guide on baking regular chicken. Just regular chicken. Some of the spices I use, well, these are all the spices I use depending on the day. Depending on what spices I want to use. But these are some of the spices I'm going to use for this baked chicken. It's very simple and easy. I already got my chicken washed. Yes, I washed my chicken. I actually soak my chicken in water. Just fill up any bowl or whatever you got your chicken in. And then put like a tablespoon of vinegar in there and about a half a teaspoon of salt and let it sit for a little bit, like maybe 10 minutes. And then proceed to rinse off all the funk and junk that is on packaged chicken. So I already got my chicken washed and I have Jay here. He's going to help me bake this chicken. He's going to be learning how I do it and we'll see how this turns out. So normally I don't measure. I just eyeball everything. So I'm going to try to give measurements to the best of my ability. If I feel like it was not enough, I'm going to add more. You will see, I will add more. But tonight we're going to be using onion powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, black pepper, some Himalayan pink salt, garlic powder, not salt because you don't want your stuff getting too salty, paprika, lemon pepper, and cayenne pepper. All I can say is season your chicken how you want it to be seasoned. You don't have to follow this to a T. This is what I feel like doing tonight. Some nights I might not use cayenne pepper. Some nights I will. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But this is the basics. The basics to season chicken the way I like for it to taste. Now you might not like it to taste this way, so do what you do. But yeah, so I am going to let Jay measure this stuff out so he can learn how to measure it. So let's get to it. Okay, so this is my one-on-one lesson with Jay. He's gonna go ahead and get these seasonings together for me. I already did the onion powder to demonstrate for him what he needs to do. But it's very important to teach your kids how to cook at a young age so when they get older, they're not begging you to cook them something to eat. Alright? So come on, Jay. We're gonna need a teaspoon of everything, okay? A teaspoon of the garlic powder, the lemon pepper, the salt. Remember, it's already ground it up in here and there's about a teaspoon already in here. A teaspoon of the Italian seasoning and the paprika and the pepper. Now the only one we're gonna be very safe on is this cayenne pepper because we don't want it too hot. Alright, if you don't like spice, don't put the cayenne pepper in there, but everybody in this household loves spicy stuff, so get to it.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do it?
Nope, it's already, just open it right here. It's already crushed in there. You already got it crushed for him. So you actually can just dump it in there because I know for a fact that's about a tablespoon. We got a lot of chicken. I know it's like a lot of salt, but we got a lot of chicken. We got about, I don't know, you'll see how many pieces. So be mindful. I already took the little shaker part off, so you can just dip that in there and dump it in the bowl. Alright, let's put this back on here. Now we're going in. That was the Italian seasoning. Now we're going back in with the, come on now. He over here choking from the spices. A whole spoon.
Like that?
Yeah, do it over the bowl just because, yeah. That's the lemon pepper. Lemon pepper. Hopefully tonight I don't got the light. I dimmed the light in the kitchen. Yeah, we do have dimmers in the kitchen. So I dimmed it so it won't be so bright. And I think it's right there. Alright, so the paprika. Now you guys, usually I have smoked paprika, but not right now. Just normal paprika. Alright, dump that in there. Paprika is more for color to me. It never have a distinct taste unless it's the smoked paprika. Then it, you know, then I can taste a little something in there. But regular paprika is just for color. So this side, Jay, you want to open up. So when you're looking at this, Jay, you see those little dots. That means it's a shifter. You can shake it out. When you see it opening like that, that means it's wide open for more measurements or whatnot. And then the middle one is to get like spoonfuls out, but I don't want you to do that because once you open this middle one, it seems like it never closed. And you can ruin your food like that because you'll have this one open, shaking your pepper out, and then this one will just open up and then a ton of pepper will come out. So there you go. Be careful how you pour that. And actually don't pour a whole, like do half of that. You're alright. Get in the camera. Get up into the camera. Alright, that's enough, that's enough. Alright, throw that in there. Chop that. And then lastly, I think you have the garlic left, right?
Did I do this one? I don't think I did this.
Nope. You didn't do that one. And then I'm gonna get a little fork. Now do the cayenne. So this is so simple. Jay should be able to do this. That's enough. After doing this a couple times, he should be able to do this by himself and know how to bake chicken before he's 15 years old. To be in his kitchen baking chicken. Alright, so I'm gonna have you just mix this up. Mix it up, stir it up. Make sure you don't mix it too hard because it'll fly everywhere. But just mix it up. Alright, guys, let me see. And there you have it. This is all the seasonings for our baked chicken. We're going to just toss this over all the pieces of chicken. We're going to bake it on 400 for about 45 minutes. And it's just that easy, okay? So we're going to come back and Jay's going to season this chicken and put it in the oven for you guys. Okay, so now we have my clean chicken here. I cleaned this off, let it soak in water for a little bit of vinegar, and cleaned it, got all the extra fat off. We have our little concoction of seasonings here, and we have our baking sheet. Now you will see this lining on the baking sheet. I love these little linings. It helps with making cleanup a breeze. They are the Reynolds Kitchen cookie baking sheet, pre-cut parchment paper, but I use it for anything going in the oven. Seriously. We're also going to use a little bit of olive oil, probably about a teaspoon. We're going to eyeball it, teaching him how to eyeball, just so these seasonings can stick to this chicken. All right, Jay, so go ahead and put some oil on there. All around. It's not going to come out fast. Yeah, there you go. All right, that's enough. Now throw those seasonings in here. All over, just throw it in there because you're gonna mix it up. Now you're gonna use your hands and get in there and mix. Mix it all up. Make sure every piece of chicken has some seasoning on it.
All right.
And rub it in. Don't be afraid. So it's very important, you guys, to get every piece of chicken with some seasoning on it. You're not mixing it. Mix it and rub it. You gotta rub that seasoning into the skin, into the meat. You don't want a big clump. It's gotta be evenly distributed. So evenly spread. Because some of them I can tell don't have as much seasoning as the others. It looks like he got pretty much it all even, okay? So now, Jay, what I want you to do, you're going to, let's put this on this side so they can see. You're going to place each piece of chicken on the cutting board, but make sure they're kind of skin side up, okay? Yeah, and spread that skin out a little bit. You can spread it out.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like that, yeah. The skin side, yeah. There you go. Okay, now you guys, we're gonna wash your hands, okay? It's very important to wash your hands after touching chicken. Just so you won't spread possible, how you say that word? Salmonella, whatever, however you say it, sickness around the kitchen. So we're gonna go and wash our hands. Come on. Alright, so now we're gonna take our chicken and we're gonna stick it in the oven on 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Then I'm gonna check, and if the skin isn't brown enough for me, at that point I judge it by how the skin looks. If the skin is still kind of light and not as brown as I like it, I'll just add 10 more minutes on, and then I'll go back and look at it in 10 minutes and check to see how I like. And if I don't like it, I'll add like 5 more minutes. But at that point, after 45 minutes, you can judge on how it looks. Like if you want a little bit more crispier with the skin. And as you notice, I had Jay lay the chicken down with the skin side up. You know, on drumsticks, there's always a side that has more skin on it. Always have that up because that's what's going to get crisp and give you that crunch factor, okay? So we're going to put this in the oven and we'll be back. Okay, you guys, so while the chicken is cooking in the oven, I am going to come to you with a little fun fact that I learned. So, you know, me and my fiance, we always try to incorporate something healthy into our meals. We don't eat 100% healthy, but we try to slowly become more healthier. So I recently was educated about the difference between organic, cage-free, hormone-free, all those fancy words you hear regarding your eggs and different, like chicken and meat and things like that. So I recently learned that do not waste your money on things that say cage-free or hormone-free, things like that. You're really wasting your money on words, because just because your eggs says cage-free, it just means that they're not in a cage. They can be in a warehouse with the same square footage to run around as if they were in a cage. So you can have thousands of chicken inside of a warehouse and the chicken still can't move around freely, but they can technically say cage-free because they're in a warehouse. They might not ever see the day of light, but they're not in a cage. So you're spending money on manipulation manipulation. But if you see a product that says pasture raised, that means they were actually on a pasture. They were outside running free, eating bugs and whatnot out of the ground and living like a free animal, not inside of a warehouse. So one thing we begin to get, and this is not a sponsored video, was this Vital Farms. Their eggs, these are like the best eggs, so we won't go back. They come with a nice little insert here. You can't hardly see that. This insert tell you about, you know, their product. When I tell you these eggs are the best eggs, they are pricey, and some might say, why would you spend so much money on eggs? You know, that's a lot of money. My response is, why do you spend so much money on shoes or purses or belts that doesn't do anything for you. Seriously. No. We splurge differently. You gonna be on video? Come on. So we do put a little bit more money into things that go inside of our body. That's gonna, eventually work out better for us. I also picked up, I never tried this, but I'm assuming it's gonna be great just like the eggs. Their butter. We do use the Kerrygold butter, which is a little bit more on the expensive side, but in reality you save more money because the fat content is higher than regular Land O'Lakes. Why are you laughing? You want to be on video? Come over here. This butter has a higher fat content. So, when you use American butter, you put it in the pan and it gets watery really quick. This butter doesn't do that because the fat content is higher and you won't need to use as much, and the taste is amazing, you guys, okay? So, just a little fun fact about the words you see: cage-free, no hormones, all that good stuff. If you're really looking for a free bird or free, like something that's not in a cage, make sure it says pasture raised. Thanks. Alright, you guys, here is the end result to our baked chicken. As you can see, it's nice and golden brown. It's crispy, it has a ton of flavor. Some might say it's baked, some might say it's roasted because we put it on a cookie sheet on 400 degrees I cooked this roughly 55 minutes, and this is the end result. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you make your chicken a little bit different, comment below on how you do things differently. Until next time, you guys, take care.